evening. Gotta tell a little story today about the Mazda project. The Mazda project was an old idea that I got back when I was an apprentice as a mechanic. It was I was fixing a pickup for flipping it back then, an old Skoda, and one of the mechanics where I was apprentice at, he came to me and said, like, "You interested in pickups? I may have another one for you." And I said, "Yeah, sure. What's about this truck?" And he told that it was something who stayed up at his mother's house, a decent distance away. It got and I could get it for the salvage price, so it was fair enough. But I had to get it, and it wasn't roadworthy at that time. So I agreed. I took the company car, old transporter with I shouldn't say decent tires, but almost studless, worn down winter tires, and a trailer. I went up. This is a place called Engerdal, which is approximately like 80 clicks north of Trysil, which is another 80-70 clicks north of Elverum. And I worked at Hamar, so that was an additional 30 clicks more. So I went up there, and of course it was kind of heavy snow, so it was kind of slippery, kind of blizzard like. Got up there, got this thing hooked on the trailer, and went back. The whole trip was kind of demanding. So I got it back, fixed it, started using it as I continued studying for engineering after my apprenticeship. So that the car was fixed, I started using it. But I found out after a short while that something was wrong. I had to change the head gasket before the MOT, but there were still something wrong. And now, after a while, I started using a lot of oil. So then I had to realize, okay, this engine needs more work than I already put into it, because I actually like the truck. So after that, I put in some thought in it, and then I found out that it would be nice to have a really reliable diesel engine and a little more horsepower than just 64. And an engine that it was fairly easy to get parts to if something breaks down. Because as I experienced with this B2002, is that major engine parts in my part of the world was kind of hard to achieve. But one thing we got a lot of up here is all the Toyota Hiaces with the 2.4 turbo diesel, which is 90 horsepower. And it was fairly easy to get my hands on a car like that. So before I wanted to do anything else, I applied to the road and the car authorities in Norway, which is called Statens Vegvesen, the state's road administration, I think they call it in English. And I delivered an application for a change of engine with a little power upgrade. This was back in 2019. They came back and they said that I had to take the car to ID check in this part of the tuning group of the Vegvesen, which was done in Oslo, which is an hour and a half from here. And back in the day, the journey ended at that point. Before fast forward for some weeks ago, I thought like now it's time to complete where I started. So what I did, I went to the Vegvesen locally here, and they told me that I didn't need the ID check, because during 5 years there's been some change in the laws and way Vegvesenet did things. So I got the heads up to just get started, and this is the journey I'm going to show you guys now. So what we do now, we're taking off all the wires so we can take out the engine, remove the clutch line too, so that's open. So just have to unscrew this engine mount and the mount on the other side, and release the gearbox and the propeller shaft, and then it should be close to perfect.